I was looking through. I've been meaning to. Oh, I'm not focused on that. I've been meaning to get a piece of art or something to cover chat here, so I don't have to worry about that during streams. But I keep forgetting to look at artists, and I mostly find a lot through Twitter, so I was just kind of spending a minute there looking through that. Although, now that I think about it, that might be a bad idea, just because spoilers. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look for recommendations then instead. Oh man, I just realized how bad that could have been. Holy shit. Hi, Twin No... Twin No Skill is not your name. Tim with No Skill. I'm good, just browsing the LGBT FF14. Oh, nice. I've picked up a few people looking through that on my stream before. I think Newest Girl, who's this big regular of my stream, discovered me through that. So you don't want spoilers? Absolutely not. In fact, I have a thing that Moobot usually says every now and then. But yeah, like, I'm going through this story for the first time. I would like to experience it for the first time, not knowing anything. Other than, like, I know stuff through pure osmosis, just having people who have played the game in, like, my friend circle and stuff like that, but I'm trying to go in as blind as possible, so, yeah. Right. Where on earth were we? Absolutely, may I ask where you are in the game? I'm currently doing the main story quest for Stormblood, and I'm up to Future Rust, Future Dust. What was the last thing that happened? We went to Alagana and tried to recruit people there. We managed to get a couple from there. Then we went back to Castrum Orions, and we ended up orchestrating attack against, like, an experimental piece of Garlean tech. And I think I just got back from that. Yeah, that was what happened last stream. Now, though, it sounds like I have got plenty of stuff to do, because there's, like, multiple quests to do here. You want spoiler-free hints? I might help you without you looking it up online. That'd be great. I haven't had to... thankfully, I haven't had to do anything like that as of yet. I really hope I don't have to. But, yeah, no, I appreciate that a lot. There was a follow-up to that, and it... No, it's gone. I'm really bad with that on stream sometimes. Like, I'm trying to have, like, parallel thoughts about what I'm doing in-game, what's happening in chat, and the discussion I'm having, and no worries. What are you playing as? I am playing as a summoner. I'm also leveling a warrior on the side, so if I get stuck in queue for a while, I might just go out and start the hunting log for that. But yeah, so, like, I used to play WoW a fair bit. I really liked casters. I really liked warlocks specifically, and, summoner seemed like a really easy fit for that, because it works with pets too, it works with a lot of dots. It seemed like the natural pick. I beg your pardon? The man who bested Gaius Van Balsar wishes to offer me his assistance? I say, this is highly irregular. I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indisputable. Oh shit, my sound balance is off. Oops. Summoners, can't you play a healer at the same time? Yeah, so playing as an Arcanist, you get to choose between Summoner and... Hang on. I'll be able to answer that if I can open the character thing. I had in mind a number of questions from my fellow freedom fighters, asked them for their motivations for taking up causes and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log. And Aldine, thank you for your service, now and ever after. God, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't remember it. Scholar. That's it. So you can be, Ooh, are you playing with viewers? Not at the moment. I have pulled on viewers before for, like, when I'm in stuck in a queue for a long time. But at least for the most part, I want to try and experience the main story quest solo. Like, if I get into raids and stuff like that, like, I'd absolutely pull on chat, but, yeah. The thing is that I tend to play at a time where it seems not a lot of people are on the same data center. So it's been kind of hard sometimes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, for the story quests and the solo stuff, I prefer to do that myself, but, like, yeah, if I definitely get stuck in queue, then if people are available, I'm not going to say no. Right, you wanted me to talk to a bunch of people. Might as well do... Wasn't there another quest around here? That's weird. Oh, unless that person is, like, right next to each other. But so may I ask where you're from? I'm from Australia. I'm from Sweden. Yeah, so we have very different time zones. And I imagine you're playing on the Europe data center, so... Yeah. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know. And that's always a need for cooks. Or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. You did have a quest as well. It's like morning here. Yeah, it's, No, I don't play on NA. I play on the, Japanese data center. Because that's just closer to where I am. Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock over here. A good, like... It'd probably be like 10 or 12 hours? Europe's so big. There are so many 11 here. Oh, okay. So you're... can I math? 8? 8 hours behind? You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Teb for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. I'm surprised they have that luxury at all, to be honest. Like... right, and then there's the other quest over here. I like your reading voice. Thank you. Trying to be, Oh, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. So I started off streaming, what was it? Danganronpa and, Ace Attorney. And... I was going to play this game, and, like, I do voices for those, and I'm kind of like, this is an MMO, this has a lot of text. I could probably get away with just kind of, like, reading it flatly, but I ended up getting so caught up in the story and that I just fell into doing it regularly, so, yeah. The answer, Battlemaid, is not one to be trifled with. You look like a strider in search of comrades. Why is that not elongated? That's a missed opportunity. In need? If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve, yet nary one has come. Perhaps they have given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They're number 5 in all, and these would be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Man, I am going to have so much to do here. Although I guess it makes sense in story, because we're kind of trying to ingratiate ourselves to the Resistance as a whole. So making sure things are going swimmingly here would be helpful. Why? Why indeed? Oh, why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps. or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More than... I do stumble over lines a lot, though, so... Apologies in advance. More where that came... more where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Yeah, I used to just do, like, male voice, female voice. But I must say that the next DLC is mostly voiced. I hope that is not a spoiler, since it didn't spoil the story. Oh, no, that's fine. If there's more voice acting, I'm all for that. Like, so, in the context of MMOs, I'm not used to that much voice acting, and this game does, like, a lot of voice acting, which is good, in my opinion, because it kind of, it allows you to characterize characters a bit more than just in their text, you know? It gives them more opportunities to, it gives you more opportunities to actually show their character. And almost the entire DLC is voiced. Interesting. Like, even text like this? Huh. That's like an increase in production, too. What the hell? That's interesting. Maybe they're trying it out for an expansion. It's interesting. I know, I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Ooh, ouch. No, not the narrator. So what do you mean, then what do you mean that it was mostly voice acted? Or are there just a lot more scenes that are voice acted? Because there are, like, quest log stuff, then there's just text, then you kind of zoom in with the characters and see just text, and then you zoom in the characters and have voice acting. Like, those are the three, like, types of cutscenes, I guess you get. Characters that speak are talking. Okay, right. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. Rather with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land, like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Probably should have started from the other way around and looped that way. I'm an absolute stickler for, like, clearing up quests in, like, an efficient manner, so... I don't know if anyone else does that. Like, obviously there's a lot of advantage to, like, picking up multiple quests and doing them all at the same time, but I don't know if people think, like, oh man, I should have done this quest first because it was, because it would have let me do it in one loop and stuff like that. I remember this place, it's beautiful. Yeah, like, this is, sorry, that's my mount's butt. Yeah, this, Rolga's Reach is really great. I'm trying to think of other descriptors other than that, but it clearly has, like, a lot of inspiration, or it has a lot more, like, inspired architecture than a lot of other places I felt, that we'd been to, but I guess the region in general kind of dictates that. Huh? Training? Gah, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. He's, like, out there training by himself, going, now, why was I training again? Oh, do you watch the trailers for the current DLC? Because it got some story between the DLCs. Yeah, so I did watch the trailer for the, Stormblood one. And I did watch the Heavensward one before I, began Heavensward as well, so... When I reach that bit, I'll watch, Shadowbringers and that. Good, yeah. I must admit, though, Heaven's Ward did have me reliving, like, a very traumatic, at the time, scene, where I was like, oh no, I have to relive this again. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch the Shadowbringers one until I get there. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. Yeah, it's good to have these things in mind, but, like, you also need to train to be able to get to that point. Sorry if you talk too much. Nonsense, you don't. Now, I appreciate the chat. I mean, that's why I'm streaming this. Yeah, it's all good. Letitia calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitek armor, you see. And, yes, of course. There is no time. If you would excuse me. Besides, you've happened to find me at a time where I'm, like, walking around a lot, with not much to do, so... What did you say from you were from Australia? Yes, I did. Yeah. Old 20 odd years that I've lived. Still haven't left the country though, which is kind of sad, but I mean, it's not surprising for me. I've been fairly introverted in that, so we'll get to it one day. Can you say the most Australian thing you know? Ooh. I mean, like... I mean, you usually can't go wrong with shrimp on a barbie. Even though that's, like... now that I actually think about that, I don't think I've met a person who cooks shrimp on a barbecue. Sounds nice, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, phrases that really bring out the accent, but, like, I feel like I have a fairly muted Australian accent, compared to other people I've met. Yeah, if I think of something more Australian, I'll say it, but, yeah. That was the first one that came to my mind. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad. Oh, well. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. Wait, if that's the case, then why are you even... If that's the case, then why don't you have as many? Huh. Where's this last person? Did I completely miss? Oh, maybe they're around here, yeah. Aw. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? Ooh, the snake? Hmm? I heard 1 in 4 recruits don't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. 1 in 4? Okay, never mind. That's a bit distressing. No, I've got everything good. Keep forgetting to update my gear. Actually, where's the list? No, that should be right. Rotmar. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snapped up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a form of steel in the gut for his troubles. Found my way here, and that was that. Fucking yikes. Like, the Empire has obviously been kind of portrayed as, are you newish to streaming? Why haven't you gotten your affiliate yet? Okay, so there's a couple of things. So, I've been streaming for a while. I streamed back when I was in university, which is like a good 5 or 6 years ago. But I kind of fell off it because I was really burning myself out in how much I was doing it. So I've gotten back on it since lockdown has been a thing. So I've been probably streaming now for 4 or 5 months, I think. And the reason I haven't got affiliate is just because I don't have the viewership yet. Although I don't... The other thing is I don't know if I'd actually go for it. Partly because, like, I have a full-time job. I can support this as a hobby without taking money from people with that. And I would honestly prefer that people sub to people... if people were really going to be like, hey, I want to sub to you, I'd be like, well, I mean, you could sub to me, or you could sub to this person who actually kind of needs the money, because they're doing this more as a job. So, like, oh yeah, how is the corona in your country? Contained, getting there, but a lot of people are anxious to get out of lockdown, and a lot of people are being really silly about it. Our numbers are going, like, way down, and, like, we've got a roadmap out of it that will hopefully be pretty good by November. Fingers crossed, obviously. But yeah, we're certainly faring better than a lot of other countries. At the moment, anyway. But yeah, just to finish that thought about affiliate, I think unless I took this on as more of a production or did this, like, absolutely consistently, then I'd be like, okay, people can sub to me. But at the moment, it's just kind of, it's something I do as a hobby, and I prefer that people I know who actually need the money would get that instead. Well met, Aldine. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? I sure have. Page after page of the log is filled with a flowing script. Doubtless, Beeves has had much practice in honing his handwriting. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bear their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. You must never forget, my friend. Never. Oh my... Are you serious? That's 200 or 2,180 experience away from level 63. Yeah, but the thing with affiliate is, like, the ways you can interact with the audience. I think you can turn off the sub button too. That actually I wasn't aware of. And I didn't think affiliate gave you those kind of things. Maybe I'll have to look into it more. Like, if that's the case, then maybe I have to reconsider. But I'm not there yet. It's not an option, so I've still got time to read it. What am I working as? So I'm a software engineer by trade. So I write code for a living, basically. Been doing that for 4 or 5, 6 years. Yeah, because I got into it after I turned 23, so it'll be 6 years. No, it'll be 7 this year. Oh, holy fuck, I feel old. Yeah, because I would have gotten the job 4 years out from uni. No, 4.5 years out of uni, so that would have been... Yeah, it's 6 years. It's still a long time, but... It doesn't make me feel quite as old. And the reason I'm excited for level 63 is that we get to do another job quest. And I always love those. Especially because the Summoner one has, now has a talking book as my quest partner, which is interesting. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. There we go. Nice. I mean, you get the channel points. That's true. That you can personify, like, chat can get you to hydrate. Yeah. That is a good point, actually. That is a very good point. Mate, have so the chat can make him drop his guns through macros when he plays FPS games. That's hilarious. Shit, I don't know what I'd do for channel points, though. One of them would absolutely be a posture check. That would be neat. Yeah, no, that I completely forgot about that. Or maybe I associated that more with partners for some reason. I really shouldn't, though, because there's a bunch of affiliate streamers I follow that have that stuff. I don't know why that didn't come to mind. But yeah, that is another thing. Like, and I guess from that perspective, like, just applying for affiliate and they're disabling the sub button, so it's like, no, go and sub to other people instead. Do you need posture checks? Sometimes. When I've been streaming for a while, like, I'm usually pretty good with it, just because, like, I work in an office for a living, and I spend a lot of time at a desk with a computer, so, like, I make sure I sit correctly so I don't wreck my back or anything like that. Do it now. Yeah, I know. And a stretch. No, I don't have channel points yet. You can't make me. I also stretched before I started streaming, so I'm all good. I don't have channel points yet. You can't tell me what to do. Once I get affiliate, you'll come back and immediately tell me to just stretch for no fucking reason. Although that would actually be a good thing as well. Because especially when I'm playing, like, MMOs or Path of Exile or something like that, I can definitely see myself needing that. That would probably be an expensive one, though, just because I don't want people, like, randomly saying, hey, 5 squats, push-ups, or whatever, because I would tire out very easily. How am I with swearings? I mean, I use fuck as a fill word, so, like, not very good. I certainly don't keep it to myself. It's one of the reasons I have the mature thing on my stream, because, like, I just let those fly sometimes. Especially when I'm cursing myself out when I'm playing bad. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked you for? I sure did. You know they're just lying around the place? Thanks, that'll do nicely. And, sorry to impose upon you, sir. Thought you were another new recruit. I didn't realize until after that you were, but to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some of the cause, or some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost, too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So, we partake, as we must. And we never lose sight of the dream. Alright, well, I'm going to take a brief detour to go and do this job quest. You get approximately 250 points per hour. Yeah. I had 2 push-ups for 2k points. Yeah, like I've been in certain streams where people, like, consistently talking of future events. You might get affected. You can't stop me. Yes, we're talking about possibly being an affiliate in the future. But yeah, also, the other thing is, too, that, like, the reason I don't say games there is specifically because I worry about time travelers coming in here and spoiling the plot of years to come. Like I said, I don't like being spoiled, so, like, I kind of need to take a hard stance with that. Like, people who have played games and... Hey, newest girl. Yes, auto-type phone. Fuck, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, like I follow and subscribe to certain streamers who have like a pretty consistent following, and like I've got an idea of how much channel points you can accumulate. The reason I'd probably put any like physical activity ones really expensive is because I don't want people to like save it up and then redeem them all at the same time. Bruh, the things I do with a time machine. Yeah. I believe it. Yumitra asks that you lend an ear to Principal. Greetings, Aldine. It would seem that Prin would speak with us about the second challenge. Yes, so this is my summoning tutor. Just a sentient book, as you do. Congratulations, Master. You are sufficiently prepared to undertake the next test. Excuse me, Prin, but how can you tell? By analysing the patterns of Master's aetherical emanations, I can gauge the strength and precision of his recently cast incantations. Of course, Master must attempt the challenge itself before I can provide an evaluation to the proper degree of accuracy. This would be a test of skill. To administer this trial under the prescribed conditions, however, I must request the assistance of several more summoners to play the role of antagonists. Several more summoners? In this day and age, that will be no easy feat to arrange. Coming out before testosterone wrecked my body sounds like a dream come true. Yeah. I reckon a lot of trans people would love to go back to that point. And kind of be like, hey, don't let that happen. Come on, Yumitra. The solution is right under your nose. Aldine, your deeds have caught the attention of the highest echelons of the Flames. After learning what you're capable of, we've begun an initiative to take our very own summoners into battle against the Primals. A number of soldiers under my command have already begun intensive training. I handpicked veteran survivors of our expeditions against Ifrit, and they've been issued with soul crystals we claimed from the Ascians. Aye, and Captain Wolf has been howling in my ear for days, begging to enlist your aid as some kind of drill instructor for the aetherically gifted. Or, ethereally? I would have thought aetherically would have made more sense there, but now you're in need of summoners for this trial of yours, yes? I'm prepared to offer my regiment's full cooperation. All I ask in return is a few morsels of advice for the acolytes. It seems to me a fair trade, and my enchantments do not restrict me from instructing neophyte summoners in the fundamentals of the art. Neophytes? Ooh. If I had a time machine, I would go back before I got my last girlfriend. Such a bad choice. Yeah, I think newest girl and you would have some common ground there. Ooh. Yeah, I would, what would I do with a time machine? Probably impart as much knowledge as I have now and experience. Because, like, yeah, I learned her 120k. Whew, okay. That's, whew. That's a lot. It's a lot of effing money. Very well, I suppose such an arrangement could prove convenient for us all. I knew you'd come around. Meet me at Camp Bullfrog and I'll assemble the troops for inspection. What a waste of love. Yeah, I mean... So, on the surface I completely understand that, but at the same time, like, I could definitely see circumstances in which, even with people that I end up breaking up with, that, like... No, I still feel like that wasn't a waste of money, because, like, it pulled them out of a really awful situation, or it helped them, like, really get to where they needed to go, like, I don't know, career-wise or anything like that. Like, there's definitely ways that could still be, like, okay, well, that money was spent, but they're in a better place now. That being said, it's a lot of fucking money. What? Oh. Oh, they're right here. Crispin Denise Jaja Samu. Looks like we're all here. Let's get on with the briefing, shall we? As you command, this second challenge will evaluate the elegance of your technique as opposed to the magnitude of your miasma. First, I shall infuse the edgy of your opponents with secondary enhancements, or enchantments, and then you are to engage the entities in combat. Bryn explained to me that the enchantments store the aether expended during the battle and allow for an in-depth analysis of your flair for death flares. That is a specific reference to a past job quest, and I love that. Or the name of a job quest, rather. Oh yeah, she had horrible loans, but now she got a loan to me, but I didn't take extra money every month. She paid me back. Yeah, but slow as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, like, that stuff is, like, fraught with, trouble, I guess I'll say. Way better than just asking the money and taking the money and running. Yeah, like, it obviously sucks to be out of pocket, but yeah, like, I obviously can't comment not knowing anything about the situation, though, so, as it were. In any case, I expect you'll pass with flying colours. Right, I suppose you should know who you're up against. Designation rank. Summoner Crispin, Private First Class. We're grateful for aught you can teach us, sir. Summoner Denise, Sergeant. I'm new to spellcasting, but I've seen my fair share of combat, sir. Crispin and I are to fight you as a pair. Summoner Jajamasu, Lieutenant. You've more than a few admirers in the barracks, Aldine. Sir. But that don't mean we'll go easy on you. Enough chatter. Quick march to the training grounds. Give the word to Crispin and Denise when you're ready to battle their edgy, Aldine. Sold my soul to the US government to take care of my ex. I'm sorry? oh, right. Yes, okay, I see. Sorry, that just actually clicked. That makes sense. But I made her a contract so if she doesn't pay, she'll get them bills and cost extra. And then they ban trans people. Yep. Yes, I remember that. Fucking trash. After that, you'll be facing off against the Lieutenant's Beast, and you won't be attacking my troops directly, so give it all you've got. I'm in the military. I didn't understand. Yeah, that's not to be taken incredibly literally. Oh, well, sort of, but not really. Okie dokie. I might be I might concentrate here for a bit, so I apologize if I don't join in on the conversation a bit. Denise and I will now summon our servants to battle. Aye, a pair of Ifrit Edgy for you. Okie dokie. For Oh, what the hell? Someone else is just attacking for me. Cool, I guess. 69 damage. Nice. Double nice. You finish warming up on their members then? Because even together, me mates Edgy don't hold a candle to the inferno I can summon. Right, let's bring the flames. Ooh, that is a bigger one. He's not wrong. Oh shit, I should have waited for that one. Oh well. God, I sure wish I was getting further ruin. No, I I can't do another stream of that. I can't do another stream of me bitching about that. See, that is awesome. My English is shit. Nah, you're good. I can't wait to get out, start transitioning, go back to college. What are you going to go back to college for, newest girl? I don't really like the class quests. I like the story quests more, I think. It might just be because of the summoners quests, but I feel like the summoner job quests are pretty good. The Black Mage one, too, I think is really good. I haven't seen much of the Warrior one, though, because I just got to 30, so... The Dark Knight quests, Dark Knight quests are top tier. I don't know what I want to go to school for yet. No, fair enough. I hope for that one, but you snuffed him out right quick. Not much of a trial, eh? Well then, you're lucky I fought another primal during me time with the Company of Heroes. You're not the only summoners, as can command more than one ethereal beastie. Say hello to your final opponent, Titan. Oh boy. Titan v Titan fight, let's fucking go. Yep. Recognize this person from the Company of Heroes? Maybe? Actually not sure. Wow, this particular unit loves, open chests. Skip school now, I'm a paper boy. Yeah, I went to high school and university, so... I did a lot of time in school. I was a bad student. All I did was skip class, smoke weed, and play pool in the student center. I was really struggling with depression that I didn't understand at the time. Turns out it was gender dysphoria. That fucking sucks. I mean, yeah, I'm like... I don't have any... Fuck words. God, I partly speak for this hobby. No, it's gone. Great. That sucks. I can't relate, unfortunately. The worst bit of, like, negative feelings I had was, like, fallout from, like, my, parents breaking up, before I entered high school. But other than that, like, I was kind of lucky to dodge a lot of that. Never heard those words before. Well, yeah, if English is your second language, it may not have been a term you're familiar with, I guess. But basically, it's, like, if I was to put it into a sentence... Oh, gender, yeah. But, gender dysphoria is a set of feelings or experiences, or... Well, okay, to be very basic, it's the feeling that one's, your own gender doesn't match, or your assigned gender doesn't match how you feel. So, for example, I was born male, so people would assume I'm male gender, but if I had gender dysphoria, I would be like, I don't think male actually fits me. Do you want me to point on that one champ? Sorry, what? Newest girl? Yes, that's correct. It's the no, prerequisite is not the word I'm thinking of, or not the right word for that. Oh, do you want me to take point on that? Oh, yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, obviously, you would know better than I do, but I thought I'd at least give a one-sentence theme. It may just click, but the tiny word is better. Yeah, because dysphoria is definitely not a word that is used much in the English language, especially in regular conversation anyway. Or especially in, sorry, not regular, especially in random conversations. I hope my summoners put up enough of a fight for you. Anyway, shall we hear what the book has to say? I ruminated upon the swells and echoes of your battle, and the picture is clear. Your technique is, without a doubt, a thing of exquisite beauty. Consider the second challenge conquered. Oh, that's good news. If hardly surprising. After all, you did sweep through those edgy like a storm through a field of dandelions. Methinks, you've opened me eyes. I see I have some work to do before I've truly mastered this discipline. I'm glad to know we've been of service. Now, we really must be returning to Gridania. Yeah, to go and do nothing else. Not like we... Wait, really? Alright, this is another time where I have to, quote something, just for chat. Not transgender. So transgender. What? Why is so... Well, but it's not even censoring the word transgender. It was just like, hey, I think the phrase "so transgender" might be something you want. I don't get it. Soul's transgender? No. So, in what I just copy pasted there, the phrase "so" S-O and transgender was the reason it kept your message back. I know, that's fucking weird. Thank you, sir. This was truly an enriching experience. Aye, pray train with us again in the future. We did it. Getting a headache, but fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, if... Soul's transgender. For some reason, when you said Soul's transgender, I was like, oh no, we're really not going to make a Soulsborne joke about this, are we? I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind. Transgender is the Dark Souls of genders. I still make the joke. Oh. I think the worst part about that is that I don't know if that's like... Because when people say that, they mean like hard mode, and like, yeah, that's kind of true. Or it's analogous with hard mode anyway. Or the more difficult version of X. I don't know. I apologize if that was a bad joke. For me, I always felt like something was wrong, but couldn't put a finger on it. Felt like I lived my life underwater, just kind of living with no ambition or motivation. Congratulations, Aldine, with your impressive demonstration of power and skill. You've already conquered 2 of Prin's 3 challenges. Ere we come to the final trial, however, Prin would further our education on Allagan summoning. Cool, lore dump. First, I would ask you what you know of the rise and fall of summoning in the Allagan Empire. It was made to cover rather a lot of I was made to cover rather a lot of history, you understand. From our research, we have learned the summoners were initially lauded as heroes for their success against the primals. When certain of these mages began to abuse the art's power for personal gain, however, the adoration of the populace shifted towards an oppressive hatred. Correct. We speak now of the latter half of the Third Astral Era. My creator, Master Sari, was one of those who expended his energies on the destruction of primals, even as he fled from relentless persecution. Alongside his disciples, he triumphed over Belius and many other lesser entities. Belias. That was the name of the elder primal from whom Tristan once drew power. Master Sari must have been mighty indeed to defeat such a foe. It's hated the way I looked and my voice, despite being considered attractive by others. Yet he still knew fear. The thought that the grand discipline of summoning would fade into oblivion was more than Master Sari could bear, and so he sought to preserve its legacy and provide for his successors. Damn it. Too many big words for me, so I got a headache. I love transgender people because in Sweden, the most people are trying to be normal and shun away everyone that is not a fucking robot running on fuel by meatballs, but the few that actually are different are the best fuckers in the place, so easy to talk to. I think that's fine. This always gets a consistent laugh out of me. Oh my god, this is the best. For everyone's consideration. What? That was why it blocked that message. One day I'm gonna add someone as a... I'm probably gonna add someone like Luca as a mod, or maybe even Newest Girl at some point. But one of these days someone's gonna look through that who hasn't seen any of these ad permitteds before, and they're gonna go, what the fuck happened in this chat for all of these to get permitted? Oh, it's so fucking weird. I have to look in the settings for auto mod. No gender, only big fucking robot. I have to look in the settings for auto mod. That it seems to be a bit too aggressive in my opinion, but I can't really tell if like, I don't know if that's something I should no, where is it? Oh, that'll probably be in preferences. That's gonna take too long, I think. Auto mod, rule set, a little moderation. So I'm on the lightest level. Basically with only some filtering on discrimination. Yeah, pretty much. No, and honestly, I'd rather keep the discrimination stuff catching more than is probably necessary, because in some cases we get laughable things like that, but then some actual fuckwit might actually come in here and start saying shit, and I would prefer if I know ahead of time before my viewers are exposed to that shit. Yet he still knew fear and provided for his successes. Yep. My creator was well versed in aetherochemistry and held a particular interest in the technology of information. Broadly speaking, he researched methods for producing arcane geometries without grimoires and experimented with machine-enhanced edgy. He eventually abandoned both of these technologies, deeming them unsuitable for the instruction of future generations. Hoping to provide guidance to those summoners yet unborn, he instead began writing and enchanting a work that would survive down the ages. He made me. I'm a big girl, they can suck my dick. Alright, Newest Girl, just from seeing you in chat and stuff like that, I reckon you'd be just kind of like, well, fuck you, and kind of move on, but I prefer to know, just in case there's something really horrid, and I don't know what people are and are not kind of set off by, you know? Like, some dipshit coming in here and saying something really transphobic may just draw a fuck off from you, but for other people it may not, and I'd rather err on the side of safety with that. I know. But, like I said, you're not the only person here, and I prefer to actually explain myself. because sometimes it can just seem like completely arbitrary, but yeah. Eventually, yeah, he made me. Again, a light came on in the middle of a scene, which is appropriate. Such an accomplished personage. Why then have I seen but scant mention of his name in Alag's histories? As you have said yourself, it was an age when the adulation of summoners experienced an extreme reversal. It is likely that Master Sari's achievements were struck from the records, even as his loyal pupils were struck down in the streets. I was shut in a storeroom, abandoned to my slumber, like some common treaties on trade agreements in the southern provinces, and thus I can tell you naught of what befell my creator in his later years. I expected a dry recital on the history of summoning, but you shared with us your personal narrative. 'Tis clear you had a great deal of respect for Master Sari. I'm a familiar. I simply relay information as I was inspelled. This lecture is now over. As you wish, Prin. Well, Aldine, 'twould seem class is dismissed for the moment. I suggest you recuperate from this day's trial and look toward preparing yourself for the final challenge. See if we can trigger the tiny robot scanning every word we write. Motherfucking... Yeah, just erase the message before anyone sees it. It wasn't towards anyone. Oh no, that's fine. But like, I don't have it looking for swear words or anything. I have it looking for like existential. I hate that quest is named that. Giribania. Oh, I really should change my home port to Ralgar's Reach. Yeah, like, I don't have auto-moderating anything like swearing, so... You'd have to say something really horrid and... Oh, well, fuck me, yeah. Yeah, they do love their puns, and they're good fodder for quest names, but... I have a personal vendetta against puns. The swarthy resistance fighter is at his wit's end. Damn it all, where could it have got to? Whoa. Fucking lightning unicorn. Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom of justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I'd been him. I had it this morning. That much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the Officer's Pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, and I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. A personal vendetta against bots. Yeah, well, I mean, we've had our fair share of those. I had to ban 3 bots about half a week ago, maybe even this time last week, I think. They were peddling some crap about, like, providing art and stuff for overlays, if I remember correctly. There is nothing there. What is it? Is it a scroll? A paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Alamigo, Rolgar. Oh, okay. New skull. Don't answer if you aren't allowed to, but do you have robots flying in the military? Or do you still have human pilots in the plane? I'd imagine there's some kind of like AI guided stuff, but it's probably... I would assume that's probably limited to like missiles and shit. Swear I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. I found it for you, buddy. 7 Hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessing of the monks. And then Theodoric came and burnt it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, and so do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories in the scripture, as my mother taught me. That was a neat way of having you very close to the next quest. I appreciate that. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Aldine, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. Pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Minago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Velodina to General Aldin, personally. We have aircraft with pilots in the seat and some that remote controlled from a desk. I'm trying to sell info to Sweden's military. I don't think we even have a military. So weird hearing he/him pronouns for the Warrior of Light. Yeah, I would imagine like playing like 300 hours of this game. Well, yeah, especially like. And then things like, oh, sir, madam, and shit like that. And you and yours planning to return to Castrum Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Y'shtola will wish to remain here to support the Chirurgeons, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. Actually, where is Alice? Can't remember what happened to her. Nope, only officers can fly, and you have to have a degree to be an officer. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. I've got to go sell that. Is order miss? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. The joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she should play. I'll fight, for Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Balsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of ill-birds primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the self-same cause I have served since first I'm pledged to serve Master Louis Soir and the Circle of Knowing, salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Infilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Y'shtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Aldine, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the man who slew Gaius van Balsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. We can but carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I will do what I must. I mean, it's between these two, and I can either quote Minfilia or... No, fuck the Empire. That's the title of the stream today, so fuck the Empire. Indeed, as you have doubtless seen during your time in the outlying villages, their so-called meritocracy is but a pretext to torture and enslave their lesser subjects. Such is the fate that awaits us all should their expansion continue unchecked. Take care, Y'shtola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Minago will leave us. Without us. Damn it. That's nice too, is the mode of light really here. I don't mess with the engines personally, I fix the radios, navigation equipment, and the computer systems. Nice, sounds hard though, they are too short. It can be. I'm on desk duty right now though. All I do is talk to the pilots after they land and put the information on a spreadsheet. See, that seems less interesting, but safe. Yeah. Yeah, and I imagine even the conversation's probably samey, at this point. Like, it might have been interesting to begin with, but, like, I could imagine that getting very rote. Let's just say. Might I persuade you to join us, Aldine? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Minago to wait a little longer. Oh, thank you, Caliber Gold, for following. I really appreciate that. Where are we... Wait, why are we... Why is Alfino giving us such, like... Look, I don't have a command for that, unfortunately, but, I do have some emotes for it. Alfino... something weird that's happening in the dialogue here is that Alfino is drawing a lot of attention to, he's drawing a lot of attention to the choice I can make, which is kind of weird. Also, I just realized something. Hang on a second, I'm gonna... Show moderator badges, so yeah, no. Extra emotes, yep. Background color, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Hide common chatbots, no. Oh, hide commands starting with that. No, I don't want that. I'd rather have that in chat. Oh shit, did that just erase it? Hang on. Okay. Fuck. I shouldn't have done that, but I prefer if that actually did show up in chat, just so it doesn't look like Moobot is just saying shit randomly. What did you do? Oh, I changed a property in the chat window in the stream, so like just here, and it ended up clearing the chat, I assume because it had to reset to apply the setting. It's not a huge deal, like, the chat's still preserved, but, yeah. I'd rather it pretty persisted here, because otherwise it just looks like, if some people start, like, using commands a lot, it looks like Moobot is just shouting for no reason, and I'd rather that be clear that, the thing is why. You played around with Red Mage yet? No. I haven't taken a look at it since I unlocked it, because it's level 50 and has a lot of spells, and I haven't... Quite frankly, I've had an easier time just, playing other classes and jobs that I can level from level 1, because then I incrementally build upon it, and I don't have 12 to 15 buttons shoved at me all at once. So you'll be accompanying us? Full glad am I to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. It's really strange. I don't know why they did that. Because it's not like I'm literally traveling with them. Why is there such a focus on the choice and then... What do you think of having sound things your viewers can use? What, for like points and stuff like that? I don't know, like, like, that can be a popular thing for other people, and I think when the experience is surrounding, like, chat kind of, or not invading, but, like, having an effect on what's happening on stream, I think that could be good. That's not really what I'm trying to do with this, though. It's really more like we're all sitting around watching this unfold and watching my reactions to it, you know? Oh, like commands? No. Probably not. For similar reasons, but at least with channel points I could mitigate it somewhat and people can't just, like, spam it. Obviously you can set cooldowns and that, but yeah, I don't think that would work particularly for what I'm trying to do. Transgender. Now, that is a command I should put in. That is a fucking command I should put into Moobot. I don't know what I'm going to put it as, though, but... I'll think about it. What should it do? I don't know. It might just get Moobot to yell something. I don't know. Make the trans pride flag display on stream. Yeah. Oh, maybe. That would be neat. We could have it just come up, like, where I put my, stream notifications. Yeah. I'll think of something then. Yeah, because that would be funny as fuck. I think that would be a good addition. But, yeah, like, the thing I'm trying to do here is more, like... is more me experiencing the game, everyone getting to watch and kind of, like, see my reactions and that, and also having discussions about what's happening within it. Like, that's what I like about having a stream like this. Having people just being able to, like, do trigger sounds and stuff like that would kind of detract from that. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Well, I need to go get my car back from the shop. Only 7k Swedish value. Ooh. No worries. No worries, Tim. Hopefully everything's okay with your car. I hope you have a great day. I imagine it is all sitting on the same couch watching you play. Yeah, like, that's how I like to imagine it, right? A nice, like, kind of chill thing where we're all, like, what's the word? Like, really, really game-focused, you know? And I understand, like, that's not stuff that's, like, hugely popular. Like, people come for personalities a lot more, but the thing I want to get across is more like looking at a game, how it tells its story, how it uses its mechanics and stuff like that, rather than me just reacting funny to everything. Same here. I think watching streamers having a nice conversation, and I love watching people play games. Yeah, it's the reason I watch a lot of streamers. Our recruitment officer efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. And there is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Excuse me? Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Tarupin? By all means, if that is all, let us be about it. Yeah, see you soon, Tim. Have a good one. Weed is illegal here, rip. If I was out of the military, I'd have a fat sack of weed for maximum immersion. 200,000 units are ready, with 1 million more on the way. Oh, yeah, right. It's like, where the fuck did all those people come from? I didn't see you recruiting that many. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. Oh, I could say the same. Well, this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end. What losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal and about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Yeah, she does have a point. This is very aggressive. Which could pay off. Like, it has kind of the element of surprise. Like, oh shit, they're being really, really offensive. But the obvious drawbacks being that people are going to be wary of that next time. They're going to be more aggressive to us when we start moving. Like, this could bite us badly, but getting a foothold east is obviously a priority. In Crimson it began. Pippin is looking forward to the assault of Castum Veladina. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Veladina. Okay. Oh, there it is. Alright. 424 east. Oh, it's the same one again. God damn it. Give me another Aether point. I can't get that one yet. Or at least I'd have to have a good walk around to do it. Oh, that's an interesting question. If I hit the point that I really need to, like, go out of my way to see the Aether points now? Because I know you guys mentioned I know you, chat mentioned in Heaven's Ward previously that, they had been moved so they're basically along your path. But I don't know if that's the same for Stormblood. And it is, like, the expansion that just passed, so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was pretty much the same as it ever was. Canis Perdito. No, go away. As far as I know, Stormbloods are still out of the way. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Holy fucking shit. Ooh, we're in it now. Southwest. Ooh. I'll go get that. The mobs in Alamigo are super aggressive. Yeah, so I've seen. They're also fucking intimidating. Then again, insects. I don't do great with insects. My roommate can definitely attest to that. Well, it's not all, but, like, flyers in particular, like wasps and bees, I just cannot fucking stand. 148 southeast, southwest. Oh. That's a dim world? Or dim wood? Dim world. Goosefish. Northwest. The fuck? Oh, west. Fuck. I'm not looking. Idiot. Dummy. There it is. No, goosefish, no. How are you on there? Oh no, they are amphibious. Oh shit. Didn't notice that at first. I have a phobia of wasps, bees, and hornets. Right there with you. Absolutely fucking terrified of them ever since I was a kid. And I'm already allergic to mosquito bites, so, like, I'm really afraid that I'm going to be allergic to bees, and it's just going to be fucking horrid. Because I already blow up like a balloon when I get bitten by mosquitoes, so... What's the next one? Oh, wow. The next one is the one I've been trying to track down for ages. When I was like 4 or 5, my cousin pushed me into a beehive. Wow. I don't have an experience like that. I think my problem was mostly that my dad got stung by a bee, and he was like, he's not allergic to them, but he like, he blew up quite aggressively, and we both shared like the same allergy or something to mosquito bites. So ever since then, and this was like when I was 5 or 6 or something like that, ever since then I have been terrified that if I get bitten, I'm going to swell and not stop. Oh. Go away. I run on sight. Yeah, I mean, me too, basically. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us. Or worse. Worse? Oh, okay. We get a lot of cutscenes tonight. Oh shit. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Velladina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh boy.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's Reach.
Excuse me?
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
Oh, fuck.
Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Oh, ooh, this is really bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, fuck, Lisa's there, too. Shit. Oh, it's the fucking skulls. How did they find... Oh, shit, of course.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You!
Mefred?
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Let's go, Lise.
Hell take you!
Oh no.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells. It's him. It's Xenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man!
Lise, oh my god, do not fight him.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Repuken.
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
Your shoulder!
Hold the line, Byrolga. Hold the line.
No fucking way. Is that everyone that made it out?
Cryle.
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it. If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall? Aye, sir. Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
Why don't you know what happened to your Stola? Or why...
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
What does she think happened to your Stola? Because she hasn't said anything. Because she said Lise and Kemp, bought them time. This is happening simultaneously. Oh no, sorry, I understand that, but the fact that she was separated from Y'shtola and hasn't said anything about where Y'shtola is, mentioned her at all, is a bit weird. That's what I didn't understand.
It's all over now.
Thank MSQ, come over here, will you? Oh no, you're a magic user. Fuck. Alright, fuck it. This'll do for now. What? Oh, come the f... I'm not the healer. We have a healer with us. What the fuck?
It's all over now.
That was the wrong way around. God, that heal does nothing. Okay, I'm gonna take a different tact to this then. Wait, where are the mechs? Oh no, there they are. I was gonna say, what the shit? Hello? Oh my god, I can't... Perfect. Oh, it's so much better. Holy shit. Ooh, Kryl is a scholar. Oh, shit. Oh, actually, no. That might have been Alphino. That was the dots.
For the glory of the flames!
Can't on, fuckers. Let's go. Oh, shit. Took Lisa and the others deeper inside. Fuck. People just standing around. Oh.
Rebel scum!
Is that all you got? Thank you, Alfino.
What took you so long?
Alphino, I need your help.
Uh-oh. I just disconnected from chat. Are we still good? God, I really hope they're not dead. I would be...
The prisoners.
Oh shit, he's still here, isn't he? I hope that didn't break apart a VOD. No, it's still going. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that got my heart going for a second.
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
God, look at that ass. Why?
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Alright then. Yeah. It's kind of crazy that he can.
As one!
Be gone!
Okay.
Give me something to remember.
Oh, they're just gonna explode? Okay. Yeah, that didn't do shit. Okay. Nope. Oh, no, that's fine. Fuck! Oh, I missed it. God damn it. Oh, God. Alright, I'm gonna eat something here. That's fine. Alright, I need to start preserving my shields a bit more.
Don't stop now.
I didn't add dots before I did that. That was dumb. Can't stop me now, bitch. Fucking really? Damn. I think this is the first time I've canon been bested. What?
Pathetic.
What happened?
7 hells.
Rauban? Good man. Now is not the time to goad them. He just put me down.
Shall we give chase, General? Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir. All right, lad. There's no ordinary folk at best the likes of you.
Yes, that is certainly one way to establish a villain. Did you notice his level? Wasn't it question marks? That's usually reserved for, like, boss monsters, isn't it? Could have been wrong about that, but...
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Nah, it was
Don't
70.
worry,
Oh,
it'll
okay.
be all right.
That's cute.
Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
In Crimson, it began. You did well, Avine. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. That triumphant music does not feel appropriate at all. The haunted look in Rauban's eyes speaks volumes. I really wish you could have hit this last night. Yeah, but, like, the thing is that the second I hit that bit where it's like, hey, cutscene's coming up, I would have been like, well, no, I can't do that. See to the wounded, Aldine. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Is that the guy from, yeah, it is. That's the guy from Alagana. God damn it, Meffred. Weren't you the one telling us to be... say your head and soul alive? Meffred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. A small wooden charm Meffred clenched in his hand as he breathed his last. But yeah, like, I want to impress upon the thing that, like, I'm pretty sure that there has been no point in this story where I have been just straight up bested one-on-one. Which obviously gives a lot of weight to, someone who could do that. But not only did they beat me, they basically just, like, completely dusting the Warrior of Light is just... Whew. Minago, Meffred, where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can do but our best, as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not. And they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me. I had high hopes for him, is all. Rolga's reach is no longer safe, as Pippin well knows. Bereft of hearth and home. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total. A humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. We cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rolga's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that may prove useful during the journey. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it somewhere else. Oh, she cute. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Sir, Marshal Tarapin said you might have something for me. An assortment of potions and portables that may prove invaluable in keeping the wounded alive on the journey back to Castrum Oriens. Oh, to all be praised. This should put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Y'shtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side this time. Or the entire time. Thank you, Krile. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see... Ooh, that's weird. That must be the sunlight peeking through a seam in the world. I'm not so... I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castrum Oriens. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. That's not what that word means. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Veladina, or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castrum Oriens. Understood. We will go and speak with General Alden. Speak with Raban. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaway to Specula, Imperatorus after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Oriens. We can discuss our path forward there. Oh no, this would still be a good place to put my thing. I am back. How's it going? Well, things went to shit. Just a bit. things took a turn for the worse. Kaliber Gold. Oh, sorry. I said your name instead of what you wrote. And with the inflection of... with the inflection of the question you asked. That was so weird. Why? Well, we got our ass beat by Xenos. So, oh, wait, that's not what I want. Set home point. Yes. That way I can at least cut the, fucking... Why did you do that? Yeah, I mean, we got our asses handed to us, so, that wasn't great. Krau is with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Krau says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen. When the Skulls Commander cut down Mefred, a single blow... when the Skulls Commander cut down Mefred, a single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. Do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the General's waiting. Fuck off, Moobot. I need Twitch to partner up with Monster and make this energy drink. Just hate all chatbots. Nah, it's fine. I have it for a not very busy chat and for people who are in infrequently. So, like, I'm getting a few more viewers than usual now, so it might be a better idea for me to tinker with Moobot's thing a bit.
Of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future. The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I mean...
I hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for? Nargo, what will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be. And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I think I fit both of those parameters, personally.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there.
the Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
I mean, if he also controls Doma, isn't there... you want to keep me company whilst I wait for a 20-minute... for a dungeon? I mean... I'm going to be streaming here anyway, so... But yeah, like, if he's controlling Doma as well, like... My first guess would be to, like, pincer attack him. Yeah.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild. And when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else. And I'm quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task. And Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from Imperial oppression. Whom we will free. I don't think I want any of that, so... Lies, damn lies, and pirates. It's always pirates. Alizé is contemplating the logistics of a journey to the Far East. Why fight one more when you can fight two? Yeah, exactly. MSQ is the best source. I don't know what MSQ is. Main story quest. Where men go as one, there is life. Where there is life, there is cause to hope. My grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Othard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister. Or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker to just ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arenvold and the others? Yes, Alfino, I would. You see? It wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. I would not dream of it. Right then, sister, Aldine, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Laminsa. Bloody pirates. There's the Grand Company squadrons, but you need to... I really need to find some time to grind up company seals at some point. Oh, 804 gil is a lot. God damn. Oh, what? Really? Why am I going to the upper decks? Okay. I would have thought we were going straight to the Admiral, but apparently not. Heaven on high is the Stormblood zone. Oh, there's Alfino. Tataru, Taru, god damn it. Should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Melwerb, lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right in as much as we will be travelling by sea. Regrettably, it is not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defences. But then it is equally infeasible to sail in an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. Why is sinister music playing? The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the officers of the Admiral to the High House of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Heaven's Ward Dungeon, so no spoiler. The area is the highest one. Oh, I was at endgame before the incident. Oh yes, the incident. And intent on securing passage to the far east, you came to us, knowing us to be proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God's-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engaged in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of their heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Wait. Even now, near 20 years later, the poor Count remains convinced that his son still lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Wow. Tataru is very good at her job. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm. Still good to watch, though. Often I was thinking of ways you might pass the time. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alize, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Ariange on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety precautions in events of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go speak with him. What of Aldine and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Aldine. Okie dokie. I never played Alliance Raids. Fucking caps lock. It's an Alliance Raid. The quest chain to start it is in Mordona. What level is Cypress Tower? You still need to do Crystal Tower to start 5.x. From what I understand, you do. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around at the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? I might order a pizza. Oh, God. I could really go for a pizza right now, but I'm trying to keep my appetite in check. I snack way too often. And I can't do it right before I go to bed either. Greetings, Aldine. What brings you to the Toll this eve? I have questions. What? You are for Doma? Heavens. You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor, dead. Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banner we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation. But when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. That sounds about right. Why? Because I snack way too much, and if I eat before bed, I'm just gonna stay up. I'm just gonna stay awake longer. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We are the Nage clan. We of the Nage clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle, even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men and Magitek. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Kayan has become a den for Garlean dogs. What do you usually have on the pizza? It depends. If I'm feeling like just a light thing, pepperoni. Sometimes I'll go on meat lovers. But I've been making my own and just throwing like a ton of bacon, salami, and that's about it on it. I take like one of those frozen base pizzas and take a bunch of stuff from the deli and throw it on. So a lot of meat. But yeah, that's if I'm like indulging. Like if I'm just having it more as like a meal that is meant to be more reasonable, I usually have like a pepperoni or something like that. You were truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me, I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Othard, along the banks of the One River. Our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Okay, where's Lise? Outside. 38 minutes left. What, until your pizza gets there? Jesus, that's going to take a while. I guess if it's, like, cooked on demand, then yeah, of course it fucking would, but... I don't know why I was surprised by that. I thought about it for 2 more seconds and went, oh yeah, no, that tracks. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Shgardians. But anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? Oh god. It wasn't all that hard, actually. Or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Wow, Ulan sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Least things it is time you return to Limsa. Not without incident. Right, no point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alfino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. That he did. Actually, I should really look into getting that extra home port. That would be very handy now that I've gotten to Stormblood. Holy shit, there were so many people gathering around that bell. I guess it is like the closest to the plaza, so that makes sense. But in Sweden we have the best pizza. We don't have Domino's and such, but we get some owners that do their own pizzas and it's fucking amazing. Yeah. I mean, we have those too. We have a mixture. Like, there are plenty of local places you can get pizzas from. I tend to order from over, like, you know, Pizza Hut or Domino's or anything like that. Limsa is popular because the Aetheryte is closer to the market board. Ah, that's... I didn't think of that. It's very true. Oh, I thought I was about to sneeze, but no. You are returned, Aldine. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I am eager to hear all, though that can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Okie dokie. Hey, buddy. All set, lad? I'll see you to the ship if so. The misery. That's good. Looking good as a bonus. Yeah, like, I don't know. Personally, I don't care how food looks as long as it doesn't look, like, disgusting. If it's messy, like, eh. And I certainly make my pizzas messy, so, like, eh. Oh, shit.
12 be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Why are you here?
Urianger, tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
I very much doubt that.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Is he trying to tell us the Eosian equivalent of Red Sun in the Morning, Shepherd's Warning? Is that literally the thing he came to say? I don't know if this is actually a prophecy or if this is, like, hearsay, but I guess we're going to find out. Oh, right, you guys were talking about Limsa, not food. Sorry, I misinterpreted that entirely. I don't like Urianger because he's talking like he's a high and mighty old geezer. I mean, I do. I like that. Obviously, his speech patterns are really complex, and me reading them out is difficult, but, like, that suits his character to a T, and he is also probably the most brilliant mind in all of Eorzea, as of the end of Heavensward. So I'm gonna give that a pass regardless.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
It sounds like a sailor's tale.
Far eastern origin, aye.
Oh.
It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
It would be... No, my waifu is the best. The sexy cat lady. Wow. Why... Excuse me? Why? Ugh. Oh, weird. Finding new words all the time. Yeah, right. It would be so funny to me if he's just basically told us the equivalent of, like, you know, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning, red sky at night, shepherd's delight, and he thinks that, like, oh, this must be a prophecy or something. Oh, this seems really important to tell them. And then someone overhears this and says, that's a sailor's saying. That's not a prophecy, you dimwit. I really hope this is what happens. That'd be fucking great.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Oh. Damn.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Wasn't she wielding this in the battle? I feel like I remember someone walking around with a blade like that.
undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding.
Oh.
Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Right, so he's giving her an actual blade, not the blade she summons.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. I give my regards to Thancred and the others, and take care.
Yeah, because of her new class. Yeah, because she's like a red mage proper now that it's actually been implemented. Rather than the teaser we got in Heavensward. I don't think I've been on a big ship in a while. Not since I first arrived here. Well, certainly not out to sea, the sea proper, at least. I don't think she was a red mage in Heavensward. Well, it was like a teaser, so like... I think it's been mentioned that like she was... Oh, I could be wrong, I don't know. Uh-oh. Not without incident.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
I don't think that's true. Oh, unless that's Alizé specifically. But I feel like everyone has been pretty consistent. Or at least in the weapons they wield. Which, I mean, in this game is important because that kind of defines what job or class you are. This is remarkably similar to where I started. There it is.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Why is Tataru here?
Captain! You're needed on deck. Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Better not be but fucking Leviathan again.
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for love. If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
You're not the only one, my friend. You're not the only one. I've really got to mog that headpiece. That really does not look good with this outfit. Whoa. Okay. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. telling you, Captain, it's them things the lads saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, for example. Seawolf superstitions and fairy tales, naught more. But if you must know, the things which he is reticent to name are the souls of deceased women, said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous! Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort. Perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. Yeah. That works. And Alfino's like, okay. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. I assure you the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lise and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. Aldine, I believe you would be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. I smash thing. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Oh. Please don't tell me I'm locked in here. That would be the fucking worst. Please tell me I can go somewhere else while I do this. This will probably be a dungeon. Yep. So can I just... Okay, I can move on. Cool. In that case, I'm gonna go swing an axe. What am I, level 30? Yeah, we might as well stick around, Lenosha for the time being. Alright guys, I'll be back for the battle. I just need to go and kill some things. BRB. I love the idea of that. It's like, oh god, we're about to face something on the ship. Aldine, ready up. It's like, okay, cool. Oh wait, we're going into a dungeon? Okay, well, I'm gonna be... Wow, that was quick. I was not expecting that to pop so quickly. But I guess it is like a gateway into Stormblood, so it's probably a bit of a more popular dungeon than other ones. Huh? The Siren Song C. Oh dear. Who's that on the right? Is that a gunbreaker? No, a samurai. Oh shit, wrong button. Oh, I didn't. Fuck. Oh, that was good timing. Oh no, that's not a, that's not a boss. That's a boss. Jesus. Oh, run. God, that was close. Oof. Pass and pass. Whoa. Is that a fucking ghost pirate ship? What the shit? I'm so behind, so far behind in chat. I'm sorry. Sea monk. Excuse me? We staying here? Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, crap. That was the wrong set of buttons to press. Just end it there. Ugh, excuse me. Pass, pass, and pass. Some cool monster designs here, that's for sure. Oh dear. Ooh. Fuck. Excuse me? What? Wasn't 100% sure on what to do there. Huh? Ooh. Ah, damn it, that was the wrong... Whew. Oof. Ruin 4 hits like a truck.